If you're looking for Magic cards, look no further than Flipside Gaming. They have all the latest Magic singles and product that you need to actually leave the house and battle in Magic the Gathering. And right now, if you would like to save 10% on your orders from Flipside Gaming, use the promo code CGB at checkout. That is promo code CGB. Hello, welcome back to another day in the arena. It's me, it's CGB, and it's draft day. This week's set, Core 19. I have not drafted this set ever. So while I'm an experienced Magic player, I am not an experienced drafter. This could be a comedy of errors. Don't watch for the top tech, watch for the God knows what he'll do next. As shown in the last video where I basically drafted two decks at the same time. So, owning it. It happened. All right, let's do it. We're on the Young CGB account. That's the free-to-play account. The gems we gained from our last draft that somehow magically got to 6 wins. And let's roll. Oh my. Right away, an Apex of Power. That's not the mythic you're looking for, especially on the free-to-play account. I will never use this again. Oh, open a mythic and get Apex of Power on free-to-play. Feels bad. Let's look around. We've got an Inferno Hellion. Beginning of each end step, if it attacked or blocked, shuffle it into the library. If only it had haste. Plague Mare, -1/-1, can't be blocked by white creatures. I really don't know if that's good in this format. Poison Tip Archer steers you really hard into Golgari. Cavalry Drillmaster, Uncomfortable Chill, Infectious Horror, Lich's Caress is okay. That's sorcery though, ugh. Goblin Motivator, a Catalyst Elemental seems very medium. Sky Scanner, could go in anything. Lava Axe. Is it a Thundermo thing where you take all the lava axes and hope to just burn out your opponent? Anyway, that's another streamer. Centaur Courser and Mana Lith, 1 mana of any color. So right away, I don't see anything I would call a bomb. The Lich's Caress is okay. That's probably the best card in the pack. Just destroy target thing for 5 mana in draft is a thing you can first pick. It's really tempting to grab a Mana Lith because then I could play the best cards out of every color that I see. And I really like that style of draft, to be totally honest. However, I just don't know enough about the format coming up to make that call. So I think that the right take is the Lich's Caress. It's unfortunate, but I'm used to so much better than 5 mana destroy a thing. All right, let's go. A Psychic Corrosion. A Psychic Corrosion. The Spirit of the Mill in draft is strong, especially if the format isn't incredibly aggressive. Now, what else we have? A Basilisk is okay, but a Colossal Dreadmaw, a 6/6 trample for 6 is also pretty good. However, I'm doing it. We're going mill, friends. Like I said, this is more for the entertainment than the sick plays. We have a Divination to go with our Psychic Corrosion right away. I want all the removal spells, I want 1 more Psychic Corrosion, and I want cards like Divination. So, I'm going to go ham into this because I think that it's going to be very hard to get a good amount of playables for a black-blue Psychic Corrosion deck. I think it would be a lot easier if we were drafting generic good black cards and generic good green cards, but I'm going to pick a Divination nice and early. What else have we got here? Epicure of Blood. It's kind of a drain thing. This is a little bit of value. It's at common. I think I could get a Macabre Waltz later. And then there's Salvager of Secrets, which gets back an instant or sorcery. And I think we need that kind of action, although Aviation Pioneer is pretty solid at putting some bodies in the way, while Salvager of Secrets is a bit slow. Both are common. I can expect to see some later. This is a 5 mana 5/5 artifact if you have a blue creature. We're in blue, but I don't know how creature we're going to be. I think we can wait on you too. All the cards we're looking at are common, so it's about what is best. The Salvager of Secrets can rebuy removal. I'm going to grab one of those. Honestly, I'd like one of each of these for the deck. So I'm going to grab Salvager first, though, as it might just fit well into what we're going for. Wall of Mist is probably the take here. Gift of Paradise would have gone nice in the 5-color deck we've since given up on. But I think just an 05 Defender is where we want to be. Walls in particular are pretty good when your win con is Psychic Corrosion. We've got Disperse, which is a fine card. We've got a Frilled Serpent, 6 mana, 4/6. Sometimes it can't be blocked. I mean, it can't even challenge a Dreadmaw in combat. I'll take the Disperse. I'm not afraid of dispersing something. Here's back Ghost Form. Up to 2 creatures can't be blocked. No, not really what we're doing. This says sacrifice a creature to draw 3 cards. I don't really want to sacrifice a creature, but drawing cards, maybe I can find some good little sacrifice pieces along the way, as it works great with the Psychic Corrosion plan. A cancel and a creature to sacrifice in Doom Dissenter. Well, I love a good counterspell, and I think that they'd probably be good in the format since it seems like a slow format, but I also just took the Blood Divination, and Turbo Mill may not need cancel. I'm grabbing the Doom Dissenter here to have a good 2-drop that also combos with what I just grabbed. Next up, there's a Mana Rock still, an Infectious Horror. The Lava Axe came all the way back. Just think. The Uncomfortable Chill, I suppose. More card draw, more ways to hold the opponent back and trick them. Child of Night, a little bit of lifelink for 2 mana. Excellent. Abnormal Endurances when end of turn, blah blah blah, when it dies, blah. Doesn't really matter. I'll grab you. And there's some Cob Walls coming all the way back around. Don't know that we'll actually play it. We may not have enough creatures. And, yep, bonus Macabre Walls. Alright. Blue-Black Mill. There you go, totally lost. Put target non-land permanent on top of its owner's library. So this card, normally medium, with a Psychic Corrosion and a way to draw a card is good. However, since it's just on top, you need a way to draw at on the same turn. However, we might be able to do it. Nightmare's Thirst, interesting little itty bit of removal. This is a flash critter. This pumps some zombies. None of this really stands out to me. Taking a totally lost this early doesn't feel right. Maybe a Hired Blade as a flash thingy is better. Maybe Nightmare's Thirst. There's enough X1s, plus we have a Child of Night to bump it up. We also have a... Where did it go? Lich's Caress, but I still don't think that that's going to do the job for Nightmare Thirst. I don't think that's enough. It is a combat trick. Maybe just giving something a -1 is enough to get a good trade off. And it's cheap. I feel like I'll get a totally lost later, and I don't think it's that crucial. But first picking a Nightmare Thirst feels really bad. I'm gonna go with, well, we could rare draft, but I don't plan to play zombies anytime soon on the Young CGB account, just being real with all of y'all. There's probably some people screaming at me for that. I mean, is Hired Blade a good enough card in this meta that you just want a 3/2? I guess the Bloodletter is pretty good. You get the Drain and you get the Flyer. We may need the Flyer to block even if we're trying to win with Psychic Corrosion. It might be the best card in the pack, even though it's of a more aggressive angle. I'll take it. Yes! We're doing it! We're doing it! The universe has heard our cry. The universe has heard our cry. Another divination, but we did say we want an Aviation Pioneer as well. Again, making some flying blockers, getting some bodies on the field, so I'll take the Pioneer this time. No! Well, friends, get lucky. That's my best advice in Magic. Now, all this is just to make our deck happen. It isn't guaranteeing victory by any means. So Vampire Neonate, actually pretty interesting to play in the mill strategy. It can buy us time. Time is what you need. I feel like we'll get another shot at that. I also feel like I'm going to have to tap out a lot, but a cancel could be really good down the stretch. It's hard to know how good a counterspell is in these sets, but it does answer bombs, whereas Vampire Neonate sits on the field. We may have to pick that card up later, though, Vampire Neonate. Omen Speaker. Very good. This is decent, but we're not the artifact deck. I mean, we just don't have the artifacts, so I can't count on the Scholar of the Stars doing anything. Submerge Boneyard for the mana would be really nice. Omen Speaker, getting its scry on, seems very good. And we'll probably make the cut. Let's see, let's now is a good time to do a playable check and decide whether or not Omen Speaker is a high enough playable, or if we should fix our mana base a little. I am going to pull out the waltzes. I mean, we're pretty entrenched in mill at this point. We've got a lot of good mill going. There's some really good milling you're doing there. And yep, like that's all playable mill. 15 out of our 40 cards. So we probably want to get to 23 playables, 8 more playables, and we're on pick 6 of pack 2. That's really doable. Now the thing I need more of is removal. So at this point, I'm pretty much drafting hard on cards like Disperse and other removal-ish things. And I don't want to lose to mana. I guess Omen Speaker's alright. Schedule downtime in 60 minutes. In 30 minutes, you will no longer be able to create games or log in. Oh no! Schedule downtime. We gotta move this party along. Well, you'll get the draft in one video and games in the other. Some people have campaigned for that anyway. I'll grab the Omen Speaker. Hopefully we can get... There's another Boneyard. Oh! An Enigma Drake. God, splashing a little bit of red for a potentially just kill you flyer. But the mill plan is the mill plan, my friends. So, more divinations. A totally lost. Dwindle. It's sort of a removal. -6, -0, and whenever it blocks, destroy it. It's pretty removal-esque. It is an instant, so you can do this on the opponent's turn, then untap and mill it away. I'm going to grab Totally Lost. I said I need more removal, I'll stick to it. Desecrated Tomb. Oh my goodness. Another cancel? Sure, another cancel. I don't know if I'm going to play 2. Another uncomfortable chill. Just drawing more cards. Almost like a Turbo Fog strategy. Okay. I don't know how good that is in this set, but we'll put it to the test. We will put it to the dang test. Nightmare's Thirst did come all the way back. I don't have that much life gain though. I'm looking at more Totally Lost. Another Disperse, excellent. At this point, that's our game. Just hold them off, because now we have enough mill cards that we can just play one and try to hold them off. I don't know what we'd splash in white, but maybe we'll open a white bomb. Mind Rot, probably not into the deck. Prodigy. I know that there's a Sovereign's Bite there, but I don't get excited about that card. Not the card for me. And just for the variety in 6 drops, we'll grab you, the Bog Stomper, and the Naturalize. Alright, last pack. We have a Sleep to go with our Turbo Fog strategy. Another Omen Speaker. And another Disperse. Well, I don't need another Disperse. What are you? When it enters the battlefield, 1 damage to any target. Okay, meh. I'm taking Sleep. We're sleeping. We're taking a nap. Ooh, Essence Scatter. What else do we have? Fraying Omnipotence. Each player loses half their life, then discards half their hand and sacrifices half the creatures they control. Round up each time. Well, that would be interesting, except it's not half your library, which would do it for me. I'm not sure how to take advantage of this in draft. There is a switcheroo, though, which we can give them one of our little pieces of garbage and take their best thing. That's pretty darn great. So is Essence Scatter. But I'm taking switcheroo. So we're gonna want probably, it would be really great to get another Doom Dissenter, another Omen Speaker, something down here. There's another Bloodletter. I think the Sky Scanner, though, drawing a card, works good with those corrosions. And I don't need another Disperse, so I'll take the Sky Scanner. All right. Another Uncomfortable Chill, no. I could grab this, it might be rare draft time. I don't need a two-headed zombie or a bog stomper. I don't need another Uncomfortable Chill. I don't need a double cast. An explosive apparatus is okay, I guess, but I don't think I would even play it. So I'm rare drafting. This is the free-to-play account. I ain't got no rares in here. Maybe that patient rebuilding. Another desecrated tomb coming around. Citrus Supplier to mill ourselves. Hey, a flyer. 4 mana, 3/2 flyer in draft. Doesn't line up well against much. Not against a Skymarch Bloodletter, for example. Alright, rare draft part 2. I'm doing it. Arise from the grave. Ooh, mill their best thing, take their best thing? That sounds so sweet. So does Dwindle, and so does Vampire Neonate. God, my 5-drops are loaded now. I mean, you wouldn't want this many 5s in a constructed deck, so... Yeah, I guess it might be a little too situational. Dwindle, just shut down a critter, sounds nice. Vampire Neonate, meh. Alright, Dwindle. We'll Dwindle something. Another Uncomfortable Chill. They just go around and around, my friends. Hired Blade, Abnormal Endurance, Snapping Drake, Uncomfortable Chill, Prodigy. I'll grab the Drake, I guess, but I doubt I'll even play it. Another Vampire... Ooh, another 5-drop. Never mind. But another Child of Night. Excellent. If it just gains life and trades, I'm a happy guy. I don't think there's a single world where I need another Disperse. Well, I'm going to grab a Johnny's Welcome for that life gain aggro deck. Another Doom Dissenter, and we could do another Blood Divination. I think that's a bit too much card draw, but I do like the Doom Dissenter. Just having those bodies mucking up the ground sounds like a good strat to me. I guess I'll grab a Reliquary Tower, although I don't think there's a world that gets played. I'll grab a Sovereign's Bite. I might play Burn someday. Citrus Supplier, Constructed Uncommon. Crash Through, Cantrip. And Gearsmith Prodigy for the board. We did it! Let's do a little bit of deck building, then I'm going to have to take this down for the maintenance period. And then from there we will play our games. So Child of Night, Doom Dissenter. Pretty good stuff. We only have 4 cards to cut of what I threw into the maybe pile. So we did run it a little close, but I'm okay with that. A lot of the cards are very similar. So there's questions like, do you need multiple Uncomfortable Chill? I don't think I'm cutting any of the 2-drops. I'm happy with those. Do we want a Snapping Drake? Something to put in the air and attack? We could cut things like the Bloodletter and the Snapping Drake and focus completely on the milieu plan. Good old milieu kill you. What is our creature count like? There's only 11 creatures. I think we'll go to 1 Uncomfortable Chill. That's the easy cut. Drawing too many of that isn't that impressive. We could cut one of the 5-drops. Maybe Totally Lost shouldn't be there, but I do feel like solving any problem, including bombs, is a good way to be. Maybe I don't need all the 2-drops. I'll have to figure that out. I think the Skymarch Bloodletter can go, along with the Snapping Drake. If we're gonna mill, let's not be halvesies. Let's mill. Let's get her done. I wonder if the Salvager of Secrets is too slow. It's possible. But this doesn't feel like a very fast draft format. It feels like the thing I'm going to be most scared of are giant green creatures. And if I'm up against giant green creatures, Salvager of Secrets and Totally Lost and Lich's Caress can certainly be good. I might just run 41 cards. Or maybe we'll go to 1 Disperse. 2 Disperse may not be completely necessary here. We have some good removal along the way. All right. Mill. We get to mill meme them. We even have a Patient Rebuilding, my god. All right. I will start some games after the system maintenance, and I will see you in just a few. So maybe with the power of editing, it's going to hop forward magically. Let's find out. Seems pretty bad. I'm gonna try for something a little better. Pretty expensive, not great. I guess I need the land if I'm going to actually play these expensive cards. But we might get run over by anything with this hand. None of our 2-drops showed up. And here comes the Doomed Dissenter. At least that's not a fast clock. Another land off the top. Okay, enough of that. Let's draw some cards we can use. How about Psychic Corrosion? Get this thing started. A Rustwing Falcon, huh? Blood Divination, no creatures. Feels bad, man. Alright, let's give them an uncomfortable chill. It might be early, but I really want to get some cards flowing that are useful. Alright, see, our opponent also likes Blood Divination. Unfortunately for us, they drew their creature. And we have drawn only land. What an ugly way to start a draft. And it doesn't seem to stop. Alright, I don't think I used Totally Lost here. Although I guess I could take out this 2/2. I guess preserving my life total. If you don't have your health, what do you have, my friends? They have a Millstone. Okay. Oh, it's on now. I'm straight sacrificing this, by the way. I'm not goofing around. I need more cards in my life. Okay, something. We got something going. We lose our Disperse. Still all of our mill cards in the bottom half of our deck. We're halfway through our deck and this is what we've drawn. It's just silly. Like we were meant to perish. There we go. Well, yep. Let's play our own Doomed Dissenter to take on the Child of Night. Millstone versus Corrosion. Who wins? It would really be nice if we drew another Corrosion. Wow. Pre-sideboarding tech. So rude. Open the grave. So whenever a non-token creature dies, create a 2/2 Zombo. Okay. Man. I'm not dwindling this. Forget that. We're going to sit. I can't believe I'm going to get milled by a one of Millstone against my dedicated mill deck the very first time out. Okay, we lose our Lich's Caress. Doesn't matter, our opponent doesn't appear to play good creatures anyway. Alright, 7-turn clock here. I think the... Oh, well there's a flyer. So we want that flyer. Let's start with a divination. We have to keep drawing even though we might deck. We have to find our mill cards. Okay. Patient Rebuilding. This gets in for 4. I do need this online as soon as possible, though. It is awkward against the Millstone and with our own deck dwindling. Alright, 21. God. What is happening? Alright. Sky Scanner, I suppose. Or do I need to start this mill immediately? We're going down. This is a really tough one. So we're going to go down to 11 cards by our next draw step. 10 if we ever want to do a Sky Scanner. But we're going to take 4 damage here and go to 3. I think we have to start the milling immediately to have any real hope in the game. And there's still a sleep in our deck, I think. So drawing that could be a ticket. The Pioneer goes. That would have been helpful too. Are you kidding me? This is what this format's about? This is what this format is about. Just multiple Invoke the Divine spam is the very first thing our mill deck faces. Along with a Millstone of their own, I might add. I can't bear it. I can't bear it. I have to. I just have to. I can't do it. I can't. My heart, it hurts too much. This is the first hand that looks like a real hand that we've had with the deck, so wish me luck. I don't know the archetypes, but if mono red is a thing, we'll see if there's more of it. Okay. Well, this one forgot to curve out 1, 2, 3, 4. But they do remember their Bogart Brute. Basically unblockable. Let's get the corrosion going. The sooner we start, hopefully the sooner we finish. I can't believe that there's 2 mono red decks in a row. I mean, I don't know the format, but I don't remember the last time mono red was a serious draft archetype anywhere. And I don't know if serious is the right word either, but really? Really? This is what we're doing here? This is what's happening? Alright, let's mill ya. Gutter Snipe, Hostile Minotaur, yeah, okay. I think that my plan is dwindle this Brute. I gotta deal with it sometime. Opponent with another obvious shock here, I think. Just sitting here staring at me with one open mountain. How many shocks can you draft? Might be the name of the game. I think I want to try to keep my Doom Dissenter for the Blood Divination in case we draw it, as it could be almost immediately game over. But we'll see. We'll see what they choose to do. I'm sure there's some creature. They can sacrifice this for mana, after all. If they have something huge, they can play it. Did they bring a dragon? No blocks. Not to mention, if I made a zombie, I think it would be shocked anyway. Nothing. They did nothing. Well. Must be a lot of lightning striking going on. And we're still holding the priority. I guess the Catalyst Elemental can be sacrificed at any time, so that's probably what's holding all this priority. It doesn't necessarily say anything about their hand. But let's go straight to Enchantment Warfare. And we will keep the Dissenter around. Who knows? The opponent might pump this or play a hasty threat. We're not attacking their life total anyway. No blocks. Here we go again. Let's see if there's anything to add to the Red Mage's board this time. Tormenting Voice. Oh, good. Thud. Discarding Thud. The cards we must play with to play mono red in every format. Okay, hit some land. Nice. The combo. Online. Demanding Dragon. Now there's a card. Let's hold up the cancel, as I'm sure something like that is as bad as it could get for us right now. We only have 13 cards to go, and we really chunked their library on that last one. If I get 1 mil win, it's all worth it, right? Alright, with this attack, I'm happy to trade here. Takes a little bit of the mana off the board. If they have a trick, perhaps we use a cancel. Oh, it's a sure strike? Well, I suppose that's fine. I've got another Child of Night. I'll play it next turn. Pins and needles over here. What this mono red deck could produce next. Seems like the Demanding Dragon. It's probably the shining star of the show. Oh, it's a 5/4 fire elemental. Yep, let's say no. Yep, let's say no. What a silly thing for me to say. There we go, let's corrode. Lava Axe, out of there. The pure Lava Axe strategy. Look at all those cards in a row. Is that a Spark Tongue Dragon? Okay. Alright. Opponent's on 7 cards left. Here's a Child of Night. It could all be over if we hit another land. How many lands are left in their deck? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Like, the rest of their deck must be land. If they run 16 or 17, it must be all land down there. And that's a concession. I mean, it's a turn 3 corrosion, and it's the patient rebuilding. I think I must keep. I must keep. And asleep to join the party. Our opponent, they took a little mulligan. Now they're on green-white with a Daybreak Chaplain. Alright. Another little dork. We'll see if they also run all the Invoke the Divines their heart can draft. I was just stunned by that earlier. Still am. Alright. Got a 2/4 life-linking critter. Let's get the Psychic Corrosion online. Maybe they'll play an Oaken form on this and we can dwindle it. That would also be a very sad moment for invoking the Divine. Alright, a Pegasus Courser, sure. Alright, we did not draw a land. We milled 2 lands from our opponent. We'll use Uncomfortable Chill on our opponent's turn to get deeper in the deck and look for land. Another Talons. Well, I didn't play around the chill, did it? We'll have to deal with this sometime, but it might be a minute. Keeping the islands coming. What's the best way to go about the next phase here? Dispersing one of the creatures seems pretty good. The Talons can come back, but it takes a while. I think having a Disperse turn into a Patient Rebuilding is probably wise. Although Disperse can be played next turn with another 3-drop if I wanted to do that. But the Pioneer can't really do anything. Maybe a Dwindle is the right mana efficient play. I'm going to stick to the Disperse. I'm not sure why exactly it feels right. It feels more effective. What did we lose? Oh, they lost a Leonin War Leader and a Gallant Cavalry. Okay. So this costs more than this. Therefore, the best thing to do is bounce the one that costs more. They can simply replay it, but we gain kind of 2 life. Take away whatever else they might have meant to play this turn. And it's not the best clock in the world, the Pegasus Courser. Alright, another card off the top. Knight's Pledge. Let's assemble the combo. And now next turn is most likely a... Oh! Next turn's most likely a concession. How dare they cheeseball me with uncommons and rares? They drafted a perfect mill deck! Rage! Too slow and 1 color and none of the cards we really need. This at least has a 2-drop, though it's off color. I guess I'll keep another 2-drop here. Or will I? No, let's get deeper. We need a mill card. We need mill early, I think, with this deck. That's what I'm coming to realize more and more. The hands without it are particularly sad. Drop a Doom Dissenter to get in front of that Vanguard. Another green-white player. Try a Greenseeker. Alright. Let's do some divination. Try to find that mill piece and some of the right land. Alright. Well, we'll have cancel available soon. But still no mill piece. Ooh, opponent stuck on mana. But they have a Dry Greenseeker. Why wouldn't they use that to... try to find their land? I don't think holding up cancel here makes a lot of sense. We want to cancel something much bigger, so I'm going to get the Child of Night to the battlefield. Even if they play a land next turn, having a 3-drop, I doubt there's something there I wish to cancel. We can always totally lost and cancel it next time. There's a Basilisk. Can trade with the Child of Night. Vanguard gains a life but does not attack. I could play more dorks. I think that's just fine. Set up a nice little wall of garbage. That should be a card. Maybe it is. Wall of garbage. It'd probably be like an 0-3 for 2 mana with Defender. No abilities. Oh, it could have Contagion. That was like an... Or that's... It could have Infect. That's what it should have. It should have Infect. That's perfect. Well, I need the cards. Taking those counter shields down again, but I do need the cards. Let's give up our Doom Dissenter. See if we can locate some mill. Okay, we found mill. So do we dare attack? Our opponent might have things that interact with attackers, but they might also have enchantment removal for the corrosion. I guess I may as well have a plan B going. Hiya! Thopter. 20 turn clock. Plan B. Alright, not a land on top. We can get back a divination or a blood divination. A divination or a divination. I think Salvager getting back blood divination would be pretty sweet. Can also get back sleep. We'll see if it comes to that. The board is nice and mucky right now. They're gaining life. Yippee-ki-yay. Here is Elena Selfless Champion. 3/3, enters the battlefield, create a 1/1 white soldier token for each non-token creature you control. Yeah, it's a white rare, had to go. Creatures with power less than are indestructible. Alright, let's corrode stuff, and I'm going to watch out for Invoke the Divine by keeping Cancel available. And I'm just going to stop attacking. We're just always going to make any attack from them more punishable. Now, they hit a land with the Green Seeker, but that does make the corrosion game quicker. There's a War Leader. Do I care? I can use Totally Lost on the War Leader, but I can't right now. Something tells me I should use this to defend the corrosion, but if they hadn't Invoke the Divine, I would have seen it. Yeah. We'll get the countering done. So another War Leader and a Champion shows how they got into white. Alright, let's play the Salvager. You could also get a cancel, but I think just drawing a whole bunch of cards with corrosion and hastening the victory clock is the right way to be. Seems cheesy as hell. I love it. So not a land from the Green Seeker. Starcrowned Stag, whenever it attacks, tap a target creature a player controls. Pegasus and Highland Game. How many lands do you run? The whole bottom of the deck must be mana at this point. Weird draws happen, my friends. Let's give up our Doom Dissenter. Get 3 fresh cards. Mill our opponent for 6. Shorten this clock even more. An uncomfortable chill is in the air. And I think what I'll do, let's see, creatures get -2/-0. I could attack and ambush with the chill, but I think I'll leave it up instead. Or I could sleep and attack. I suppose that's fine. It's a good use of the mana. I don't think this is going to be needed otherwise. Although it's not like we win next turn. Yeah, I'll use the chill instead next turn. Declare dominance. Target creature +3/+3, and all creatures able to block it do so. Okay. They got the combo with the Basilisk. Won't be as effective as they hope, though. Uncomfortable Chill will slow it down just a little. Dry Greenseeker getting frisky. So you're going to tap this even though the Basilisk could kill it. Alright. It's kind of like deciding which creature lives. Let's do the blocking first. Yeah, I know where we have to go. We all have to block here. We'll let them arrange the blockers, because the ones that they arrange last will miss, even though they think right now all of it will hit, because you only need to assign 1 Death Touch damage to each creature defending to kill it. Therefore, you can assign 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, which I'm sure is what they'd like to do. But then we will have an Uncomfortable Chill, and it will at least save 2 of our creatures while milling the opponent a little bit more. We have a Angel of Dawn. And his battlefield creatures get +1/+1 in Vigilance. We'll have to watch out for something like that. Alright, 9 mana. Let's play one of these, and let's hold the Totally Lost available for shenanigans. 6 cards to go. Vivian Reed. Oh no. Put target non-land permanent on top of its owner's library. I can save my own Corrosion. Our opponent's at 6 cards. I think that's the play. Our opponent can try to kill the Corrosion with Vivian freaking Reed.
Is up to you.
So let's save it. I don't think we even need to mill away the Vivian or kill it. The Thopter can kind of keep it in its place so it doesn't get large enough to kill a mill card again. But just to be safe, let's put this out there. Welcome back. And let's put our opponent to sleep, so that Vivian can get off the battlefield for good. And I guess I'll do a little bit more damage.
Okay, so you've got claws.
Mill has claws. You heard it here first. Thornhide Wolves is a 4/5 vanilla blank text box. And Greenwood Sentinel is mostly blank, Vigilance. Alright, 3 cards to go. Let's put out our Omen Speaker and get our Scry on. Patient Rebuilding is exactly what we need, but not really. It doesn't change anything. Oh well. I'll draw it anyhow. Sounds fun. Pass the turn. See if the opponent can figure out a way to beat us through a Totally Lost. Luminous Bonds on the Wall of Mist. Plummet on the Thopter. It's all coming out now. A Totally Lost does give them another turn, so we don't actually want to cast it. If we did, it would be on something of our own. Uh-huh. I suppose I'll block the very large things. Still have plenty of life to go. Daybreak Chaplain, sure. Final card. Mill the opponent down to 0. Show them that we had indeed even more where that came from. Still had all these. And that's the game. Well, Doom Dissenter into Divination or Cancel is hard to resist. I wish we had a mill piece, and I am very tempted to specifically try to get one, but alas. Red on red. Is it going to be our 3rd mono red deck? When did this become the strategy? Perhaps it's a known thing that I just whiffed on. I never knew. Never knew mono red was how you did this. Well, my opponent hasn't done anything yet. I think I'll just play to counter their first thing that matters. They obviously kept their hand for a reason. They must have something strong. Yeah, they are looking at my lands. Here's a Bogart Brute. It has Menace. It's as good a cancel target as anything. Alright, let's divinate. Even if it's just land, it keeps the land coming. I'm not going to attack. There are those 3/1 hasty critters in the format. Gallant Cavalry. When it enters, you get a Night Token with Vigilance. Okay. Well, Totally Lost can take out the Night Token if we care so much, but we can also play another Dissenter here. Make the opponent figure this out. I'm curious if they will attack into this board anyway. Oh yeah. So they have combat tricks. No blockers this turn. We'll try to set up a way to one-up their combat trick with Totally Lost. Okay, Cavalry City. That's the plan. Now we have a Disperse. We still don't have a mill card, which is really hurting us right now. Weird. Luminous Bonds on your Doom Dissenter. Okay. So we have some options, such as bouncing the Luminous Bonds or bouncing our own Doom Dissenter. We could also Totally Lost the Luminous Bonds and make them draw it again. I guess I like that more than bouncing it. Get one of these off the board and make some blockers of our own. Opponent, nothing but cavalry, baby. Nothing but cavalry. Amazing. Alright, we're on 7 mana, so we can go with a Lich's Caress. Feels bad. And we'll pass the turn. Once again, I'll probably disperse. Oh, that's really good. Nice last card, for sure. Alright, we'll double block here. And bounce one of these. But, again, kind of scrubbed out on mill pieces, didn't we? Just never came. They're not in the top half of the deck. This deck just needs to draw a mill card that badly. Alright, that's too bad. All land. 10 land draw. Alright, 3 and 3 with the mill deck. A little bit of gems back in the collection, though far from going infinite this time. And we're probably out of range of buying another draft anytime soon. But don't worry, young CGB will build up that gold and figure it out. Deck. Alright, well, I hope you enjoyed seeing the mill attempt. I don't think it was a good attempt. I think I'd build differently if I knew that mono red was a thing, or that Invoke the Divine was something that people spam. However, you do what you can in this game. Thank you very much for watching. As always, I will see you in the next video. Goodbye. My YouTube channel is proudly supported by HauntedFlower.com, shipping officially licensed apparel anywhere in the world, and now featuring Magic the Gathering apparel and accessories. If you use the promo code CGB at your checkout, you can save 10% on any order. That's the promo code CGB at checkout on HauntedFlower.com. That's HauntedFlower.com.